Hi everyone, it's Caroline and Eloise, and this week the book we're going to review is the highly anticipated Hunger Games prequel, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. When they announced that Suzanne Collins was writing a prequel to the Hunger Games trilogy, I was super excited. I was less excited when I found out it was about a young President Snow. President Snow is the villain in the Hunger Games books. I didn't want to read a whole book about him. I could never root for him. But Suzanne Collins worked her magic, and I still really enjoyed the book. And at certain points, I even found myself sympathizing with Snow, but only at certain points. So the events of this book take place 64 years before the events of the first Hunger Games book. So the 10th Hunger Games are about to begin, and the rebellion and war that led to the creation of the Hunger Games was only 10 years ago, so it's really fresh in everyone's minds. So Snow, whose real first name is Coriolanus, so we're just going to call him Snow. He's 18 and he's about to graduate from the Capitol's Academy. And for this Hunger Games, elite Academy members are going to be the mentors to the tributes in the arena. Further down the line, for future Hunger Games, like when the original trilogy is taking place, it'll be past victors who are the ones who are mentoring the tributes. But the Hunger Games are only 10 years old. They don't really have that many victors, and they haven't thought of that yet. That was one of my favorite parts about the book. You don't have to have read the original trilogy to read this prequel, but for those who have, like myself, you get a really cool knowledge of how certain aspects of the games originated and how certain things in the Panem world were created. So I did love that part about this prequel. So the mentor whose tribute wins the games, they get a prize, which is a free ride to university. And Snow needs that prize because he lost everything in the war. He lost his parents and he lost his fortune. So the only thing he has left is his prestigious last name. Unfortunately, the tribute that he gets is, drumroll, the female tribute from District 12. The irony in that being that in 64 years, the female tribute from District 12 is going to be Katniss Everdeen, who will be his enemy. So this District 12 girl who was selected as a tribute, her name is Lucy Gray. She's not really a contender for the Hunger Games. She's kind of quirky and she's a singer, but Snow needs her to win, so he gets that prize. So he has to find any way he can to get her to win. So one of the ways is that he wants the public to love her, so they'll send her supplies in the arena. But as he's getting the public to love her, he starts to care for her himself. It's a really interesting character study to see the events and the motivation, seeing him become leading to becoming the tyrannical leader he will be in the original trilogy. So although I was hesitant to read the book, I have to say it was really well done. And even if you don't like President Snow, you can still enjoy the book. I don't like President Snow, and I still enjoy the book. So again, the book is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. You can go to Libby or the National Digital Doorway and borrow an ebook. You might have to wait because it is a popular book, but if you go to Hoopla, which the library now subscribes to with your Hewlett-Woodmere Public Library card, you can go on Hoopla and you can borrow an audiobook copy, not an ebook, an audiobook copy, and you won't have to wait for that. That'll just be there. So I do recommend going to Hoopla for that. Thank you so much for listening. Stay safe and healthy. And as they say in Panem, may the odds be ever in your favor.